Hey, good afternoon, Principles of Business and Finance. This is day 2 of your quote-unquote homeschooling. Again, on the main page, you are looking at my contact information via email, my Remind app, and then also the Google Voice number. All this is open also for Mr. Moore's Principles of Business and Finance class, who's also in this classroom. So by any chance, if you cannot reach Mr. Moore, you are definitely free to contact myself. For those students that are not able to get to your computer, whether you left it here, you don't have Chromebook access, or your phone does not give you what you need, packet pickup day for us is Thursday the 19th from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. and then again on Friday morning from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. Teachers are here most days from 8 until about 1 o'clock. At least those are the times that I am here. So if you have any questions during that time, definitely reach out to me then. By any chance, if you guys are still needing assistance after those times, you can definitely reach us then. So day 2 assignments underneath classwork, we are looking at your, went too far. We're looking at today's PowerPoint. We're looking at March the 17th, slides 6 through 7, and in your notes, it is the green section. So yesterday you should have done red, and this is the green section that you've done today, so it's only 2 slides. And in this PowerPoint, we're only going to be looking at slides 6 and 7, which talk about something that we are currently experiencing, which is scarcity. Bear with me for just a second. All right, so slide 6, of course, talks about economics and exactly what it is. So this is just how to meet unlimited and competing wants with limited resources. So we're all experiencing this right now. We're looking at the fact that when we go in our grocery stores and our convenience stores, there is no toilet tissue on the shelf, there's no paper towels, there's no hand sanitizer, there's no soap. So we are struggling to get what we need. So this is a scarcity. This is the gap when we have an unlimited want for something with a limited resource. So this is the difference between the two. Economizing, of course, this is just the manufacturers and the people trying to figure out, okay, what goods and services are we gonna, purchase, where they're gonna be provided at, that type of thing, and then how we're gonna meet that that difference and that gap. And then you look at opportunity costs, which is also what benefit you lose by making sure that you have a scarce resource for something, and then your trade-off. So right now, a lot of parents are probably trading off a brand of toilet tissue or paper towel or hand soap that they always use for a cheaper, more cost-effective brand because it's just not available in the area. So again, scarcity it's when you want something and there's not enough of it to go around. So again, this is the perfect time to be talking about economics and scarcity because of the fact we are in that time where people are hoarding a lot of items that are currently that are needed and wanted by a lot of people. So of course, some factors that the government and the manufacturers have to make is who's going to get these items, where are they going to be directed to, what are they going to end up losing by making sure one area has it versus another, and then what are some of the trade-offs? We look at things like the testing kits for coronavirus. They're going to be strictly distributed to those areas that are having issues, that are having a bigger issue with the coronavirus. So they wouldn't necessarily give us the kits here in Hertford County. Not saying they are, so don't go back and say, well, Miss Archer said. Miss Archer is just using it as an example. Right now, the 33 cases that we have in North Carolina are concentrated around Durham, Raleigh, Greensboro area. So those are going to be the areas that are going to get the testing kits versus Hertford County, or Bertie County, or Northampton County, because that's where they're popping up at. So the government has to decide, okay, where's the need at for everything, and then go from there with it. So those were your 2 slides for today. You also had a do now for this morning, which I see a couple of you guys are still staying on point, and an exit ticket. Again, thank you for those that are actually following up. The Bacchus Island with a problem, we normally would have done this inside the classroom, but again, if you just read the directions and read the scenarios, it's very, very easy to answer the questions that are given. And so I'll go through and I'll do one. So it's telling you to travel back in time about 200 years. You're a citizen of the island called Bacchus. Your island home, like any economy, is faced with an economic decision. So throughout this story, you will find questions that you'll need to answer. So things have been running smoothly for Bacchus for many years. Each person has been assigned a specific job. Cornelius's job is in charge of catching fish. Sonia sews and repairs all the clothes. Dietrich and Barnaby make the meals. Davin hunts for food. And Bono the king is in charge of keeping track of the money. So whenever someone needs to make a purchase, he or she goes to King Bono. They ask for some peonies, which is Bacchus's form of money, and then they buy from someone else. Now, a group of about 200 adventurers recently landed on the island and decided to stay. So these new adventurers have bought many tools and supplies to help build factories and stores. So there are very few resources available on the island, so everyone uses what they bought. So they bought tools for building and repairing. Some of them are experts in building and organizing, so they bought things like wood, brick, and mortar to erect buildings or build buildings. The small manufacturing plants and retail stores are also springing up over the island. So one can purchase almost anything in those particular stores, from shoes to shampoo, from furs to furniture, and now the trouble is starting to begin. So the first question, it says, what resources have the new people brought to the island? So the first part of that question is, and it tells you in the second section here, they bought many. So they bought tools such as wood, brick, mortar, those type of things, and they've erected stores. So what type of resources are these? They've brought in things like wood, brick, and mortar. So of course these are natural things. They've also bought expertise on how to build and organize, so it's also human. And the answer is not underneath the bottom here, you guys. That's the next scenario. So number 2, they give you another scenario. So Sonia, who has worked hard and is sewing and repairing for many years, decides she wants a new outfit and a new fur, but she does not have enough peonies or money to buy both. To earn enough money, she decides to raise the prices for her sewing, so she will soon have enough money. Unfortunately, the prices on other items also increased, so she realizes that she will never make enough money to buy a new outfit and a fur. She decides just to buy the fur. So once the other women in the island hear that Sonia is going to buy fur, they decide they have to have one too. So what are some of the trade-off and opportunity costs of this decision? What will the prices of the fur be? So what she decided to do, instead of raising her prices for everything, she realized that she was never going to have enough money because the prices of the things she needed to sew also went up. So she wasn't able to make any money. So she decided to just buy the fur instead. So then what happened was, her trade-off was she decided not to increase prices and just to go ahead and buy the fur. Her opportunity cost is her customers no longer see the price increase because of the fact she did not have to increase them to accommodate the fact that she wanted to buy something. So what's going to happen to the price of the furs? So now everyone's going to want a fur. So if everyone wants a fur now, that means the people that are selling the furs are soon going to look and say, well, hey, our furs are in high demand. So when something is in high demand, normally the prices of it is going to go up just a little bit to accommodate the fact that everyone is buying it. Once it's no longer in demand, the price is going to decrease. So that's 1 and 2. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 that you go through on your own. Again, really just sit down and think about, well, how can this relate to my time? Right now, everybody wants toilet tissue, paper towel, and hand soap. Well, the shelves are empty. So once they finally do get some in, there is probably going to be some price gouging or increase in pricing on that particular item. So you just have to kind of think about it in a response to, if I were to go out right now and purchase something, what would happen? As a reminder, test codes are also in the classroom. If you need to make up any tests, they are still open. Please email myself and Mr. Moore if you've taken any of these tests or quizzes to let us know that you have taken it, so that way we can give you credit for it. Friday's quiz code is in here. That'll be 501 and 502. Again, the dates say to take it between 3:20 and 3:27, so try not to attempt it before then. And go that way with it. Again, if you guys need any questions or concerns, email is here. Mr. Moore's email is just kmoore@hereford.k12.nc.us. You can also get up with me on the Remind app, and you can also text me at my Google Voice number there. So I hope you guys are enjoying this break, and hopefully we will see you guys back on the 31st. Have a good one.